Hello, and welcome to episode 17 of my Better Than Wolves Let's Play. In this episode, we shall be setting up my crucible in this part of my newly built factory, so we can start smelting steel, among some other things that are useful with the crucible. I've been playing for a little bit now. I've done a bit of branch mining down the bottom there, and I've kind of got what we're going to be needing. So I've got the 9 Hibachis with the required stuff to be able to wire it up. I've got the bellows to stoke the fire, and the turntable to use as the on-off alternating mechanical power. Obviously for steel I'm going to need soul urns, so in the mill I've currently got some netherrack grinding up, and then I have to pass the ground netherrack over the soul sand in the hopper and capture the souls in my urn. But yeah, let's get the crucible up and running first. I'm not 100% sure what's going to be the best positioning for it, which is going to be the easiest way to wire the power and so forth. So I think I'll build it just in this kind of corner area here, but I'll do that as a bit of a montage. So yeah. Right then, we are ready to go. As you can see, I've got my fire pit set up, ready to be stoked. I'm just going to place my crucible in the similar way I did the stewing pot, so the axles and everything's just for show. So now that is a crucible over a non-stoked fire, so it won't work, but if I flick the switch, it will turn my bellows on. And as you can see, the flames have raised up, so now this crucible is ready to go. So crucibles have many uses, most important obviously being production of steel, which I'll get to in a second, but what it can be used for as well is I can place some cobblestone in here, and without the use of coal I can make smooth stone. So that's handy. So you can now, rather than me storing my cobblestone in a chest, I can store it in my crucible, and it will be cooked to perfection. The same can be done with glass. I can put sand in my crucible and have a never-ending supply of glass, which is also great. But obviously the most important aspect of the crucible is steel production. So to make steel you need to take 1 bit of iron, 1 soul urn, and 1 piece of carbon powder, so that's some grind up coal. For every piece of steel you make, you pop them all in your crucible, and voila, a piece of soul-forged steel. Oh yeah, so that's my first ever bit I've ever made, and now this has many uses that are all brilliant. Really, this is the end game now we're getting to. We're about to hit the age of steel. All I need to do now is wait until I've got 7 pieces of soul-forged steel, and I can produce an anvil. And I guess I might place my anvil here. It's a nice centre to the room. I've kind of put a line of mud here just because where there's water, the block above, it was dripping through the ceiling. It was driving me mad. So we need 7 pieces of steel, and then we should be able to produce our anvil. I'm also going to try out, apparently you can smelt things in the crucible, so I should be able to smelt this iron pickaxe and get some iron back. But let's see if we can make an anvil. So you take your 7 pieces of soul-forged steel, line them up in an eye shape, and there you have the anvil. This is exciting. Now, I'm guessing I just right-click to place my anvil. Okay, faces that way, and there we have an anvil. Now this is used for the very complicated crafting recipes in Better Than Wolves, because rather than a 3x3 grid, it gives you a 4x4 crafting area. So there's lots of recipes that are obviously anvil specific, can't be done on a crafting table just because they take up a 4x4 grid. One of the first ones we're going to make is just a steel pickaxe, because they are badass. So what we need for that is some leather. We've got to make the handle. The handle is a bit fancy. It requires some leather strips. It also requires some glue. So to make glue, remember, we place it in a, let's check this is empty, place leather into a stoked fire, so this will be turning into some glue. I can turn this tan leather into some leather straps. I can use the straps, normal sticks and glue to produce something known as a haft, or a haft, not really sure, I'm guessing doesn't make a lot of difference. And I think you have your stick, and then you glue a bit of leather onto it. Or so I thought. Bear with me. That's right, my bad. It's not sticks, obviously, that would be too easy. It is, it's just mouldings. So you get your planks, you saw them into sidings, and saw those sidings into mouldings. So I'll quickly just make a load of those now. And hopefully my steel will be done now. So we have our mouldings, our leather straps, and some glue in here. Very good. So we take mouldings, and onto that we glue on some straps. So that makes a haft. So I'm going to make 10 of those. I suppose I might as well just make 11. So there we go. And now I can use these hafts to construct the refined tools, as they're referred to. So stuff like the pickaxe. Oh, lots of steel. So yeah, on the anvil, there are quite a lot of refined tools you can make. Obviously, all the normal tools. I guess I'll put it like that. So one of the basic ones is a refined pickaxe, and this has just over 2,000 uses and mines faster than diamond. There's also quite a lot of unique items you can make. So there is, for example, if I put an extra bit of steel there, it makes a mattock. So this is a pickaxe and a spade combined. So this will go through stone and dirt incredibly fast, but this item has 2,000 uses, or like 2,100 and something, 54, something like that. And so does this pickaxe. So you're better off, rather than making a mattock that does both, that costs 4 bits of steel, you're better off making a refined shovel, which I might do, and a refined pick, and then that'll give you a combined total of 4,000 uses, 2,000 from the pick, 2,000 from the shovel. So all it's costing you is extra hafts, and obviously they're easy to make. They don't use steel. There are a few other things you can make. Obviously you can make refined axes and swords like normal. You can also make a battle axe. So this chops wood faster than diamond, but also does more damage than diamond sword. You know, it does the same damage as a steel sword, which is done like that. So that's the refined sword, which is better than the diamond sword, and then the refined battle axe. Well, the battle axe, sorry, is like an axe and a sword in one. And so this, obviously, if you enchant it, this would get weapon enchants, whereas if you made the refined axe, that would get tool enchants. But I'm just happy with a super duper pickaxe and a super duper shovel at the moment, because that is cool for me. So apparently you can re-smelt items in your crucible. So I can take this almost run out pickaxe, pop it in the crucible, and I should get some iron back. I'm not sure how much. Not really fussed. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got all 3 iron ingots back. So that is brilliant. So now I can just take that and obviously give myself a brand new pickaxe, and that'll be on 100% durability. So that is almost like cheating. So when you're starting out in Better Than Wolves, I could strongly recommend hoarding all of your tools and armour that's just about to break, and then storing them in a chest until you've got your crucible. Then you can smelt them all down and get that all back. So I think the smelting also works for like stuff like minecarts and buckets and everything, really. So that is genius. I'm going to quickly take you through a few more uses of the crucible as well. So yeah, the final use for the crucible, and one that would have come in handy for me, is I keep running out of redstone dust, hence the branch mining operation downstairs. And you can actually synthesise some redstone dust by using a gold nugget, which I've got plenty of and rarely use gold. I know it can be nice to make long boosted minecart tracks, but I'm happy in my base. So, you can either do this using 1 gold nugget and 9 hellfire dust, or if you break your gold nugget, if your gold ingot, into gold nuggets, you can use 1 gold nugget with 1 dust. So, it depends how much redstone you want, but I want a lot of redstone, so I'm going to take the whole shebang, pop that in there with that, and this shall produce me some redstone. And obviously, hellfire dust is very easy to come across. It's, you know, it goes to the nether. Oh my god! See? You just never know when I'm going to blow myself up playing this game. So, thinking about it, that was hellfire dust in a stoked fire. Let's just check there's not a ghast outside. So I'm guessing when you use a crucible to synthesize things, you don't in fact need... Oh, that actually blew up my hibaches. So I'm actually missing hibaches now. Wonderful. And it took the bellows out, which I didn't get back either. Great. So I guess when you're synthesizing redstone in that way, you do it without stoking the flames, so this switch is actually useful. So yeah, that was my fun with steel. I guess we should very quickly try out our super duper shovel and pick to see how great they are. Oh. So, looks like I'll be making some more hibaches and bellows before next episode, since I just blew everything up. You just gotta hate this game sometimes. All that time and effort gone into creating those materials, boom, just gone like that. Right, so let's just have a quick speed demonstration on the new super shovel. I might actually start extending the quarry this way now, because I'm running out of space. Okay, well that, as you can see, mine digs rather quickly. Sadly, and it's understandable really, I don't think you can re-smelt steel things in the way you can with iron, so I can't wait till this is almost broken and then get it all back and make another one. But that is great for iron, so because I usually like to conserve my iron for things like, you know, minecart tracks, things that never break. It seems a bit of a waste using it for tools, considering they're just going to be broken one day and you've got nothing left to show for it. But now I might go to using iron tools for everything, because whenever they're about to break, I'll just stop using them, smelt them down, make them up again fresh, and there you go. You can have 3 bits of iron, last you forever. So yeah, that's it, ploughing through dirt. Let's try on a bit of stone. Oh yeah, that is fast. Goes raws, nice and quick. Yeah, look at that, that's a good pick. And obviously, if I wasn't that fussed about getting the extra uses, I could have made them a top, which is the combination of a pick and shovel. But there you go. Now we can make steel tools, some super fast mining, and we can now feel guilt-free using iron tools to do everything else, because we won't use them until they break. We'll smelt them back down and reforge them. So yeah, that's the joys of the Steel Age. And now there are some interesting recipes that can be used on the anvil that hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate, possibly in next episode, where you can create things like detector blocks and block dispensers and lenses for long-range wireless redstone transmission and fancy stuff like that. But yeah, I'll quickly run through that next episode. So thank you for watching this episode. Hopefully next episode nothing will blow up. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Hi, I'll just drop this in at some point. I haven't started the episode yet, but I was just recording. Can you see this? There's like 4 skeletons and 2 creepers in here, like fighting to the death. Like 1, 2, 3, 2 creepers, 3 creepers, skeletons. Yeah, that is crazy. I do not know what's going on in this cave, but it seems a bit crazy. Look at that, there's a party going on in there. I don't know if there's like a spawner. Let's try clear this out. There's like thousands of creepers in there. Ow. There must be a skeleton spawner for this many skeletons. I'm just gonna have to run in there. Interesting. So let's have a look what we found, shall we? Well, I've just got a lot of... Oh, hello friend. So they must just be coming from up here, I guess. Must be a skeleton. See if I can... Oh! See if I can get on that ledge. More creepers to the party. Don't know what's going on. It's quite lit up there, like I've been up there. I'm not sure what's with the creeper parties. That is crazy. God damn it. Oh my god, my sword broke. Just can't get how there's so many mobs all in one place, you know? So much water as well. Another creeper. This is just crazy. Crazy little cave system. So maybe there isn't a spawner. I was hoping for a skeleton spawner then, because that would be a nice little never-ending supply of bones. But they just seemed to be spawning from nowhere. I really want to get up there and have a look, because it's lit up there like it might have been discovered previously. But yeah, I just wanted to record that because that was funny. I don't know where I'll edit and slip that in, but yeah.